Zulfit Farzan from News First Sri Lanka. So I have two questions. The first is, can you confirm the review timeline for Sri Lanka and what are the key components that the IMF staff will be looking at this time around? And secondly, the 2026 budget is coming up later this year. And what is the IMF's expectation when it comes to new borrowings to support the government?
So the first one is from Vajira Yasaratna from Hero TV in Sri Lanka. And the question is, there's two questions. They are the following. Ratings agencies have stabilized Sri Lanka's debt outlook. Will the IMF recommend the government to enter fresh lending with these updates? And the second question from Vajira is, what are the conditions of the fifth review that Sri Lanka's government should meet at this stage specifically? And then we have another question in the press center on Sri Lanka from Mohammed Faisal Jabir from Ceylon Daily News in Sri Lanka. And Mohammed's question is, the EFF with Sri Lanka aims to restore macroeconomic stability, debt sustainability, and financial sector stability, while also promoting structural reforms to boost growth. What's the IMF's assessment about the progress Sri Lanka has made so far? So let me take those questions on Sri Lanka. So just stepping back to remind everyone that on July 1st, our executive board completed the fourth review under the EFF arrangement with Sri Lanka. And this provided Sri Lanka with $350 million to support its economic policies and reforms. And it also brought total financial support from the IMF to $1.74 billion US. What I can add is that Sri Lanka's comprehensive reform program has continued to achieve impressive progress. Inflation remains low. Revenue collection from the government side is improving, and international reserves continue to be accumulated. There has been a post-crisis rebound in growth to 5% in 2024, which is a remarkable achievement. The revenue to GDP ratio in the budget improved to 13.5% of GDP from 8.2% in 2022, which is also a significant increase, although still work to be done. The debt restructuring process is nearly complete. Program performance overall is generally very strong, and the government remains committed to the program's objectives. And what I can say with respect to the timing of the next review is that we do have a mission on the ground now in Sri Lanka to conduct the fifth review of the EFF. Given that the team is now currently in discussions with the authorities, I won't say more other than to say that, of course, the team will communicate at the end of the mission.